Hello friends, long time no see. It's been quite some time. So it's not technically the start of the month. It is the 30th. It's the last day of April. And I have decided that this is well, to be fair, I've taken the next like 4 or 5 days off of work, so I don't have to go back to work until Monday, and it is currently Wednesday. I just took yesterday off, but yesterday was just kind of like I just needed a break day. But starting today, I have 5 days off, and for this one, and then 4 days. And so I decided we're gonna do like a little mini vlog. It's also today. Part of it is mostly gonna be like a reset for May, because the plan is to mostly clean and just refresh my environment and my space, because that's also why I took the time off, because I was like, girl, you just need a reset. We just need to not. I feel like my schedule does, like my work schedule, because I work 2 days, I'm off 2 days, I work 2 days, I'm off a day. It does technically enable me to have time. Also, I don't go to work. I work the night shift. I go to work at 3 in the afternoon, 2:30. So I should theoretically be able to do stuff before I go to work, but I never do. So I'm thinking I'm going to try to reset, and we're going to try the next couple days to get myself to wake up early enough to be doing things before probably noon or 1, so that way once I do start going back to work, I can be a little bit more balanced and more structured and not be freaking out because the world's ending. Like I'm not all over the place or hating my life because sorry. Oh god, just okay. I'll just go back. It's fine. It's not the end of the world. Here we go. Okay. So yeah, so today's mostly going to be a reset, and then the rest of the vlog is like what I'm going to start reading in May. So I am participating in KuKi Mayhem. And I do have a TBR up for that, but I did not normally in those TBRs, I didn't, I use the happy bin, but I did not for this time, because what we're going to do is have all the prompts for the bingo board for KuKi Mayhem, and it never works when I pick them before the month starts. So we're gonna do this. We're just gonna have all of them promptly in the bin, and as we go we're gonna pick one. So we're gonna pick our first read of the month. Technically it's not the month, but like, you know what I mean, like first read of May. All right, now let me just scramble them all up and get one. Okay, this one says pink on the cover. My handwriting's atrocious. Do not make fun of me. The one book that I picked for pink on the cover, I believe, was The Dragon's Bride. I will put the cover on the screen. I had actually already started this book at some point because I'm on chapter 11, but we're gonna go to the beginning. Let's see here. This is what the cover looks like. You can't really see it, but I will. That's why I'm gonna put the cover on the screen. But this is by Katie Robert, and it's a part of the Deal with the Demon series. Oh, that's cute. And this is kind of like in a marriage of convenience, like an arranged marriage type of situation. I don't remember what it's about, but I do remember that obviously, like, deal with the demon and she's his bride. There's some sort of like arranged marriage or like a marriage happening. So that's gonna be the first Kindle book that I read of the month. I started this like a couple days ago. I'm on chapter 5 of The Tainted Cup. This is the like special edition artwork version. I also have the second one because, you know, I was like, well, if you're going to get the pretty first one, might as well get the second one. But I started that because, to be fair, I just, like, this last week of April, I've just been, like, it's been staring at me from the shelf. So I was like, I'm going to start that. But I do know that, and then I was watching YouTube videos, I was booktube videos, and I saw that Kirsten, I think is her name, from the Reading Nymph. She is on her Discord. That is the book of the month they're reading, her book club read. So I'm gonna be reading it throughout the month. And for the most part, my focus is on Kindle books. So this is just gonna be like I was like, okay, I feel like we can a physical book, or at night if I just want to read, I will read that. And then today I'm going to be doing a lot of cleaning and being out and about. So I do have an audiobook that I have on Libby that I'm going to be listening to while I do that. And it's In the Lives of Puppets by T.J. Klune. Again, I will put the cover on the screen. I have read The House in the Syrian Sea and Somewhere Beyond the Sea by T.J. Klune. Absolutely love all of those. But I'm going to listen to In the Lives of Puppets on audio. I have actually listened to the other two books that I've read from him on audio. So maybe that's just going to be like the format in which I read T.J. Klune. It's in audio. And so those are the books for the day. I will restart The Dragon's Bride probably either... Oh, I gotta eat something right now. So maybe I'll restart it in a little bit. I don't know where to put this. But that's the thing. Yeah. Yeah, so that's what we're going to be reading today and this week. I do tend to read Kindle books really, 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 really quick. Especially ones like this. Especially like monster romance. I don't know what the hell to call it. Also, I don't know how long this book is. Oh, her name's Briar, because that's the chapter. It doesn't tell me. It has like the locations. Maybe. So how many chapters is it? Back. Hold up. God dang it. There's only 26 chapters. I don't know. We'll see. It depends on, obviously, what chapter I get to by the end of the day. Let's see how long I can take to read it. Also, no, that's about it. That's everything. That's what I'm going to be reading this week so far. That's what we're starting the week with, or this vlog with. To be fair, it feels like the start of my week. Yesterday was technically Tuesday, but it felt like a Sunday. I don't know why. But to be fair, my schedule does always throws me off because I technically work Monday, Tuesday. And then I'm off Wednesday, Thursday. And so Wednesday and Thursday are technically like my Saturday and Sunday. So, yeah, so I would say Monday and Tuesday. It always feels like Monday and Tuesday are my Thursday and Friday. And it's funny because at work, my boss, my supervisor, he's not my boss, he's my supervisor. He doesn't work on Monday and he only comes in on Tuesday. So when I see him on Tuesday, he's like, oh, you're leaving for the weekend. And I'm like, yeah. Because once I'm done for that day, like I'm gone for 2 days. He doesn't see me again until Friday. So he's always making fun of me, and I'm like, oh. And then Friday feels like a freaking Monday because it technically in my brain is like the way your body's positioned. It's just like I'm always so tired on Fridays at work. It's not even funny. So I'm just like, I feel like my days and times are off, but it's fine, especially now that I'm gonna be off for the next couple of days. But it's okay. We're gonna figure it out. And what else? That's it. I'm gonna be cleaning. I'm cleaning the bathroom, and then I'm resetting and reorganizing my space. I'm not gonna do any like major moving of furniture, but we're just gonna reorganize because it feels very cluttered. And I don't know. I'm just the type of person where the clutter, at some point, it's okay. Like sometimes clutter is okay, and sometimes it's not. And right now, I'm like verging on the it's not. It's not. I need to reorganize it. Is there anything else? No, that's it. So I will see you once I've started this. You will probably also see me start In the Lives of Puppets. I have no idea what that book's about either, by the way. I mean, if you want me to tell you what this one's about, because I did start it, this is the only one that I actually know anything about. This is about... when I started it, all I knew was that it was kind of like a mystery or murder mystery, only because the dedication to it says, "From my mom and Nana, who were the gateway to murder mysteries." So I knew that. It is kind of like set in a fantasy world, and it is kind of about a... He's not like it's essentially like a detective, but he's not the detective. He's the detective's like assistant. And it's all so far. I swear, the minute I started reading this, like literally everybody was like, "I'm gonna start reading this." You know, like it just started popping up everywhere, and it is always referred to like a Sherlock Holmes and like a Sherlock and Watson kind of situation set in a fantasy world. And this fantasy world is very interesting because it's like plants are they're like, it's very botanical, and plants are very much like a thing, and it's part of like how they used to survive and stuff. Also, there was this mention of, let's see. Ooh. What were they called? Shit. It was kind of like the... Oh no, this is still... That's a short chapter. It was this longer chapter. I don't remember. Yeah, and they're like all different kinds, like, I guess magics is what they are, because then the character that we're reading from currently, he is an engraver, and in the engravers, basically he can just look at everything and put it in his brain. Like he just kind of like engraves it in his brain. But like it's associated with smell. Like he has to like have a distinct smell that he's like he will smell something before he starts engraving everything in his brain. To then later when he smells that same exact thing, he kind of like can recall everything that he engraved. Oh god, where was it? I don't know. There was like a very intriguing aspect of like their world where they call it like the wet season. Yeah, see, there's like a lot of in the Empire. It's like the wet season, and what happens in the wet season is essentially, I don't know where it was. Was it in the last chapter? Was it in chapter 4? Even though... Oh yes, I think so. Yeah. He's also like apparently a good son because he sends all his money home. He doesn't keep any of it. So next season, yeah, I don't know. It's just so far everything that I've been told about this world is very intriguing, and I am all for it. And actually, yesterday I read like the first, so like chapter 5 starts here. I read all this in like literally split seconds. I was like, oh, I need to finish it. I need to keep going. So I'm very intrigued. I am enjoying this, but I do, like I said, I'm taking the whole month to read it. I'm not gonna like force myself or anything like that. And I do have the second one if I do want to like immediately read it after I'm done with this one. So that's the thing. But right now I do have to go get cleaning. I do have things I need to do. So I will see you later when I've started something. When I've read something. Bye. Hi. I was just checking. Okay. So I have, it is now very much later in the day. It's almost midnight. And I have started Dragon's Bride. And I am on chapter 5. That's what I was just checking right now. And then the cleaning of the bathroom took so long. So it's not tired, it's just like it took so long that I'm like, oh, I didn't get to do all the things I wanted to do. But anyways, it's fine. It's clean now. That's the important part. This was actually bothering me so much. But I listened to probably like 2 or 3 chapters of In the Lives of Puppets while I did that. And it's interesting. It's about this, I guess he's technically a robot, and how he's given this young little boy, like a human, he's given a little human, and he raises him like he's his son. And then he also like, that's kind of like the prologue. That's what happens. And then he has the boy. The dad, his name is Giovanni, is kind of like a ventor, and he like fixes a lot of other things. And so he taught the little boy how to do this as well. So the little boy like to start, so the prologue is them, and then it's it goes into later when he's more grown, and he's like, I don't remember if she said how old he was, but he's like older, and he has, since the time that obviously he was a little kid till now, he has then now like acquired 2 additional robots that he has with him, and they're like his companions. And they're real funny because one of them's like a grumpy old lady robot, and the other one's like this kind of like silly little, and he's like a little boy, but he's more like he's very like, because he's a robot, he's very just like simple, and like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. They're like just such polar opposites. And like the older one, I guess the first one, she's very matter of fact, and she's very just says a lot of very like random things that are like to a human would be very shocking and jarring, but because she's a robot, like she doesn't understand that. She's just like, oh. So I thought it was really funny, and yeah, so we're just seeing him do that and seeing how the dad has built this like home for both him and the little boy and the robots and everything like that. And so it's kind of just like a, yeah, so we're just learning that. We're just learning about them and learning like how the little boy, the son, his name is Victor. He named him Victor because when the robot, when he got the little boy, his parents were like running away from something or someone in the woods. And Giovanni he offered to take them all in, but they were, no, they would find us anyway, so they just gave him the baby. And they never told him anything about the baby. They just were like, here's the kid, and they were walking away. And he tries to ask them like what the baby's name is before they leave, and they're already gone. So I think he's probably quite some years before he actually names him. Probably not until he starts talking that he named the little boy. And the little boy actually doesn't like. He's probably like, I don't know how old he was when they gave him, but he's like a whole year or two old before he names him, and the little boy doesn't start talking to him until he's like way older too. They do go over that, like he doesn't speak until a lot later. But that makes sense. I mean, honestly, I feel like children innately learn to speak. Some of them learn to speak and never shut up again. And never quiet ever again after that. Mostly because the people around them are talking, like parents and family members and stuff. And so if you just have like one person and they don't talk to you that much, you know what I mean? That's what I feel like. Children are just very much like, they just do what they see around them. It's very, from a very early stage, it's very much like dependent on what's going on in the world around them, or their immediate vicinity world. Okay, yeah, but so that's that one. And then Dragon's Bride, I've started before, maybe 2 years ago, and it hasn't been on my Kindle Unlimited for that long, but so I had a different Kindle, so it was on that one, and I started reading that. And I remember, so initially this one starts, she is running from abusive, her name is Briar. Yeah, Briar. Briar Rose. Which is a really pretty name, by the way. She's just, but she's like initially running away from her abusive husband. And she's basically like in a hotel hiding from her abusive husband, trying to get away from him. And this demon, what is his name again? Obviously deal with the demon, you know. Azazel, Azel. I'll put it on the screen. Yeah, he at this point is like offering her a deal. It's 7 years. He's a bargainer demon. In 7 years, and then you can come back and be free of both your husband and me. And so in the beginning, you're like seeing like her inner monologue of how like she's like, I don't want to do this, but it's my only choice. And she's talking about how abusive her husband is and like all the things he's done, and like she's desperate, right? And so she then agrees and she signs it. And immediately the first thing that this demon does is kill her husband. He disappears and he's like, I gotta deal with something. So I got business I gotta deal with. He goes and kills her husband. Because she technically, like, when he got there to her, she's like all beat up because the husband has come in there and attacked her essentially. And you see a lot of when she's like going through things, like, every time she's in just another room with another person, she's like thinking of all the things, you know, that her husband wouldn't have wanted her to do or anything like that. Like she still very much has him on her head. And yeah, so she signs a deal. Azazel takes him back to what is, they call it a realm, so it's like the demon realm essentially. And she wakes up in this room and he goes, get dressed, you're gonna be auctioned off. And so she does, and he doesn't say much, he doesn't really say anything else after that. He just says get dressed. And she's also, I think he does tell her, he goes, you're gonna be auctioned off, you need to get dressed, and also we cured all your, like, it's like she said, she was, like I said, she was beat up, right? She said, they healed you, you're solid, you're good. I don't know, it's probably some like demon magic. And so she does, she gets up, she gets dressed, she puts on a white dress, she's this, I mean, like, on the cover, she's got red hair and she's wearing the white dress. And she walks out into the hallway, and when she does that, 4 other women walk out into the hallway as well. Beautiful women, all dressed in different colors. There's one that's yellow, there's one that's blue, it's red, purple, and then it's her, white. Yeah, yellow, blue, purple. Yeah, and they describe all their hair color and everything. And then they all go, the blonde, she's a blonde, she's blonde, but she's also wearing the yellow dress. She walks out, she's the last one that walks out. And she goes, okay, let's get this shit over with, because I guess they've all been told they're going to be auctioned off. And they all follow her, and they walk into like a separate, like down the hall to a separate space in your living room. And then they get auctioned off. And they do introduce you to like, the people, because this is a series. So obviously, like, we're going to be following these 5 women. I don't remember if this is the first one in the series or not, but I think it is. And so then we get the perspective of the dragon, and he gives you like small insight into all the other demons, I guess, all the other people that the girls are going to be ending up with. So that's interesting, and they all kind of just pick a color because they're all wearing different color dresses. The only thing that Azazel just tells him, he's like, you cannot, the yellow one is not an option. Which I don't even know why she's there then, but whatever. Yeah, because apparently it's his choice, I guess. Maybe she's the most feisty one, I don't know. I mean, I guess when we get to that book, we'll know. And I already like this way this is written, so I definitely probably will continue this series if I like this one. And so then after they're chosen, essentially they sign another, she then has to sign another contract with her chosen person. But obviously he says that because of the way things work in the living room, she has to be technically married to him. And she goes like, this is how like ingrained that her abusive like husband, how emotionally abusive was. She goes, I'm still married. Like, she didn't even remember that he had killed her husband. She was like still very much attached to him. And he's like, I killed him, you're technically a widow. And she goes, well, I don't want to get married again. But she already signed the deal with him, and she has to do, you know, what he says. And then he does kind of have like a, I don't know what his deal is. I mean, I guess when we read that one, we will know. But he's scheming some other sort of deal with these, for other demons or other people. And he has like a hold on their, basically, I guess it's like some sort of treaty alliance situation. And they get this, they get married to like a human, and but if they harm her, like, you know, it's basically kind of like how he gets them to not, you know, be abusive towards these women, because he did I guess, also make this deal with all these women that they're not gonna be harmed. Like, he reiterates that a lot. He goes, "You're not gonna be harmed. You're not gonna be forced anything you want to do." Obviously, specifically with her, I don't know if he does that purposely because she was in an abusive relationship. Her, so yeah, that's how he kind of like a chokehold on them. Yeah, I feel like he's gonna be a scathing little jerk. But it's fine. Maybe I'll end up liking him at some point. I don't know. But yeah, that's where we're at. That's where I'm at. Where she has already kind of just signed that, and I guess she's technically married to him now. And I have not even read another page of the Changing Cup. That has not happened. But that's fine, because technically, it's our, yeah, so that's fine, because I'm like 5 chapters in, and it was supposed to be like a book club / buddy read for the month of May, so it's fine that I started early. I'm technically 5 chapters ahead, I guess, at this point. But I do want to read some of that tomorrow. We are still technically, oh, my computer shut down. We're still technically on sprints for KuKi, because this is going to be not going, but, I'm probably going to read a little bit more, and then when the next come back from the sprint, I will go to bed. I will probably, comment, "Hey, I'm going to bed, good night," and then go to sleep, because I'm tired. And tomorrow, like I said, I didn't really get to do a lot of the things that I wanted to do in the room when I cleaned, but because the bathroom took a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. So, but it's clean, it's fresh, it's new. So I'm gonna do a couple of it's just decluttering, really. Decluttering, and then I need to take some of these things out and put them in the kitchen. And I have a cabinet in the kitchen for all of my things. So I need to reorganize that. It's just a little bit of reorganizing here and there. And then I think I'm also going to film tomorrow. I don't know. It kind of, a lot of the stuff, well, the filming kind of depends on when I wake up. But everything else, I can just do it whenever. Yeah. But I should be fine. I haven't been waking up super late. Even though technically I'm I don't have to know where I can sleep till whenever. I'm just staring at a lot of my books right here. I have a book, this is a bookshelf right here. And, yeah, so that's it. That's the update. This is a really long update. There will probably be some B-roll footage before the last time I talked to you and this time of the cat, of, sprints, I don't remember what else I filmed. I probably didn't film any of the cleaning because I was just so... Well, also because I was listening to, In the Live Purposes on my phone, which is what I film on. So, if I was going to do that, I'd have to, stop listening to it for, whatever amount of filming. But so far, so good. These books are really good. The Dragon Bride, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna finish it tomorrow, but I'll probably get a good chunk of way through it, and I think it was 20 something chapters or something like that. So, and I'm already on chapter 5. Let's see how many there are. 26. I was right. My brain was saying 26. Yeah, so I could probably get at least halfway through it tomorrow, if not maybe 67. But I will update you in the morning if I read any more of it right now, and kind of what the plans are for the day. Yeah, so I will see you tomorrow. I read 5 more chapters of this. Right now, they're just having communication issues. Also, he's very like, he's being very careful with her because he doesn't know the full extent of her prior life, but I feel like for people that have been in very traumatic situations prior to, even if they seem fine, you can kind of tell. So he's being very careful with her. He doesn't know the full extent of her abusive ex-husband, but he's been avoiding her for like a week, which is really annoying. Yeah, so they're having communication issues. And she doesn't know how to feel about it, and also she's only been like he's basically brought her to his house, and she's just like in his room. He's never told her that she couldn't like go throughout the house, but you know what I mean? She's being very, 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 very cautious because of her situation. So that's where we're at. There is a mention of like one of his ex-girlfriends, I guess, and his cousin, who is kind of like his assistant, she's also there. She like gives her food and everything like that. She basically just does like the everyday, kind of like a butler type thing, but she's basically his assistant. Yeah, so she just kind of like, I guess, checks on her and stuff like that. So that's where we're at. I haven't listened to any more of anything of In the Lives of Puppets or read any of The Tainted Cup. I woke up real late today, which is fine because I honestly think after everything I did yesterday, I kind of needed it. I need the extra sleep, but I feel like I'm a little bit behind. And so right now what I'm going to do, I'm in the kitchen, as you can tell, change of scenery. And we are going to organize the cabinet that I have in here that has all my stuff and see if I can manage to make it, I don't even know why that's in there. Anyway, to see if I can manage to make it presentable and like organized and have space for all the things that are in here. I'm gonna have to throw some things away. Plus some things that I did have in my room that like probably should be in here. Yeah, so we're gonna do that. I'm probably gonna listen to In the Lives of Puppets while I do that. But that's why I kind of want to talk to you first, because obviously I'm doing it on my phone, which is where I'm talking to you on. So we're gonna do that. I don't know when anyone's gonna get home today. Probably not until later. It probably will not take me that long to do this. Maybe 2 hours at the most. So that's what we're gonna do. And then after we do that, I don't know, we'll see. I'll let you know. I'll tell you when that happens. Yeah, so I'm gonna move on to that. I will probably do like a clip of what it looks like before I start working on it, and then after, because there's no good way to film me like doing it, like in the process of it. So you will see a before and after. And I will see you later when I've read something and or listened to something. So it is the afternoon of the 2nd. So it is what? It's Friday. It is the 3rd day of this month. I have washed my hair. And as far as the Dragon's Bride, we have gotten to chapter 16. There have been some sexy times. He's been the dragon's name is Soul. That's her husband's name. He's being very careful with her, which is good because she's very fragile state. But she's reacting to it very like aggressively, which I guess makes sense. But it can be very dark at times, and I don't know, like, you're not always in her head, so I'm like, why are you doing that? You know what I mean? Because sometimes you get from his perspective, and then from her perspective, it's like multiple perspectives. Yeah. I think the last chapter was in his. I don't remember. Hold on, let's get back. Yeah. I think it was in his perspective. But, so, like, sometimes you're like, why is she doing these things? Why is she responding to him this way? I feel like it's very insta love, but he's fighting it and she's dealing with it by, I don't know, it's weird. They're not immediately all over each other. Well, they are now because they slept together, but they weren't before. It was very like they were kind of, it was very tense, and it still is kind of tense because she's still kind of learning why she's there, you know, like the way their world works. He did explain to her that he needs the whole point and the reason why Azazel has them, like all the girls marrying the different monsters, is because human blood apparently just makes like their monster traits like more, makes them stronger and more powerful magically. Like there's something in the human DNA and genetics that makes them more powerful. So it's kind of like a commodity. And at one point, yeah, so like humans are kind of like this, it's a big deal in this world, in this realm, in this concept. And so she's learning that, and she's kind of coming to terms with that. She's also the main objective for Soul is that he needs to have a baby with her. And then that kid will essentially become the leader because he's like the leader of his territory. So he needs like a human, half human baby to lead, because then he'll be stronger, he'll be better, like the kid will be better. And his people might have like the potential to keep continuing on, because right now they're fine, but something could happen in the future that could make it not be fine. So the concept of having the human blood in the lineage is the main objective. And obviously if he doesn't get that and the other leaders do, then, you know, obviously they might just, you know, squash his people out essentially. That's just what else is there? Yeah, I mean, that's it. I did not read any more of any of the other books. I'm very, like, I feel like I'm been very focused on reorganizing everything that I just have not had time to read. I mean, it's only day 2, and I still feel like I'm behind because I haven't finished the book, but it's fine because I'm on chapter 16. There's only 10 more chapters of this to go. Once I sit down and read it, I like fly through the chapters. So I am certain that I'm going to finish this tonight. Maybe I will like listen to a little bit of In the Lives of Puppets and either like color on my I have a Kindle. I have the Kindle Fire, and there's like app games on there. So maybe I'll do one of those games or do some coloring on that, or do some gaming on the computer or something. I don't know. Just because I am interested in that book. I am very intrigued. It was very, what I read so far, what I've listened to so far is really cute. So I am drawn to it. I'm also very drawn to the Tainted Cup, but I do think that I am definitely going to take that one slower. and do that when, just like whenever I can. So maybe I'll pick it up tomorrow. It depends. Like, if I finish this tonight, I will. Oh, I'll probably update you tomorrow. If I finish this soon today, then I will update you tomorrow morning, which may not be morning depending on when I wake up. But tomorrow, when I get up, and then maybe once I finish it, I will pick up the Tainted Cup. I'm gonna read a little bit of that. So then when we have more of that, and like I said, I might do some gaming, and listen to The Last Puppets. I do want to film something right now. It shouldn't take me very long, so I should do that, and then I can film it and then upload it to the computer, and then we can start editing it tomorrow and finish it probably on Sunday and get it out on Monday. That is the plan. Is that how it's gonna go? Who knows? My heart. I cut it. It was very long and it was pissing me off, so I chopped it all off. So now it's short. But I'm like learning how to style it, and I'm like relearning how to like take care of it again. So that's where I'm at book wise. What else did I do today? Today I have just been sorting some of the things out. I got paid today, so I did buy shit. I ordered some things for Mother's Day. Let me see here again. Let me see when it's supposed to come in. Mother's Day is next week. So I ordered some things. I ordered one thing for my mom, and I ordered one thing for my sister, because she has little babies. She is a mama. And then I ordered, so yesterday I was cleaning the bathroom, but we don't have like anything to hold the toilet paper. So I went and I bought a toilet paper holder, and then I bought myself something. So, that's me. And, my nephew's birthday is tomorrow. They're having his birthday's actually not until not the next Monday, but the Monday after. But they're having the birthday party this weekend. So tomorrow, so I did order him a present as well. I'm having it delivered from Target in a little bit. So that I can wrap it up and give it to him tomorrow. So yes, tomorrow I actually have to do that. To go to the party. So probably tomorrow morning I'm just gonna chill and read and do absolutely nothing until like maybe tomorrow will just be like full blown reading until I have to go to that party, and then we come back and we can just continue or just do whatever. I have been wanting to watch it's technically a C-drama. I've already seen it. I've already watched this drama twice, but there's something in me that's like I need to rewatch this now. So I need to maybe tomorrow night I will restart that. If you know, it's exclusive fairy tale. It's a really cute C-drama that I am weirdly obsessed with, and I'm probably gonna watch like 3 or 4 episodes tomorrow night if I do start it. So that's what's gonna be going on. That's the update. That's the situational. I don't know what's gonna happen in these next 10 chapters in this book. It could be anything. She's very adamant right now that she does not want a baby. I mean, to be fair, I'll be honest with you. I very much. I mean, he does have 7 years that she has to stay with him, so he could probably convince her otherwise in the next 7 years. But like if I were her, I would be like, yeah, no, I honestly do not want kids with anyone. Because she's been through a lot. And she even says that she adamantly like behind her back with her now dead husband. He's technically not her ex because he never got divorced, but her old husband, yeah, her late husband is what you would call him, I guess. She behind his back took birth control so that they wouldn't have kids. So you know, and she keeps saying she keeps comparing. She does, like, in her inner monologue, she's comparing Soul to Ethan, which is the name of her dead husband, her late husband, and saying, you know, like, she needs to stop that. Like, he's still, like, in her head still. So she's working on that. So I think she needs time before she can be like, yes. She can maybe potentially see a future with Soul, or, like, just be okay with the fact that, you know, he needs her baby. I think she's also stuck on the fact that, like, she would, if she chooses to leave this world, she would have to leave that kid behind, essentially, because that is part of the deal that she made with Azazel. Like, that is the one condition that he required. Like, if you have kids, they gotta stay in this realm. Like, they cannot leave. But to be fair, I mean, like, a half-dragon kid would probably, and she says that, she goes, if I even took the kid with me, like, in the real world, like, in the human world, there'd be, like, scientific cops and the FBI, like, you know what I mean? Like, it would be very difficult for her to survive with a kid, in I guess, the human world. So, I don't know. She's got 10 chapters to come to grips with it, because I'm sure she's going to. Maybe not, I don't know, who knows? And then I did look it up. This is actually the first in this series. And there are 6 books. And there is obviously, the next one is the Kraken, I think. The Kraken something. I may bring it up. I'll just bring up the Dragon's Bride. Deal with the demon. They're all in KU. So if I mean, technically the idea is you're not supposed to add anything else. Yeah, the Kraken sacrifice, the Gargoyle's captive, the Succubus prize, the Demon's bargain, and the Demon's queen. I think this one is Azazel's. Yeah. This is... That's why I was like, there was only 5 women. Like, where does this 6th one come from? Belladonna. Whoa, these are such cool names that she has. Like, Briar is definitely a very unique name. It's not something you see. So to have another, like, heroine be named Belladonna is also really cool. Oh, this one's name is Lenora and Catalina. Yeah. So this series, if depending on how I like this one, I may read the next one. I don't know if you can read them, like if you have to read them in order, but I probably will, just because my brain says I need to. Yeah, so that's the unnecessarily long update for you. And I will see you when I finish the book, probably, and when I picked anything else up. And then also, once I finish it and we update you, that we will then pick the next bingo board prompt out of the bin. And then I will then tell you what I will be reading next. So I will see you then. Bye. where did I put it? Oh, okay. So we started We Ate the Dark. You will have seen that I pulled it. I got excited after I finished The Dragon's Bride and wanted to pick my next read. So that's how I did that. I oh yeah, let me tell you about Dragon's Bride. That was good. I think that like I'm intrigued, and I do think that it's a good thing that they're like series, because it's a series. There's more stories, because I am very intrigued by this world, this magic, and the whole like how it works. So I'm intrigued. I will probably pick up the next one, which I said is the Kraken Sacrifice, and we shall see. Also, I got some packages. So this is, I told you yesterday that I ordered some things. This is one of them. And then the other thing I ordered is a little mini book cart that is going to sit by this couch that I'm sitting on. I'm going to have like my Kindle and all my filming stuff, and if I'm reading a physical read, my headphones, anything I need for like filming and or like reading. Probably my water bottle as well. My Stanley. This is a Christmas present. Yeah, so that's what's gonna go in there. Those are the two things that came in today. I ordered that yesterday, as I said. I went shopping yesterday because I got paid. So that's it was good. The Dragon's Bride, it was interesting. There was a lot of I think it's good that it's from both perspectives, because you see like a lot of their inner like turmoil and inner like, why is this, like what, like how they feel about each other. And there was like some miscommunication, but it wasn't like annoying like it is in a lot of other romance books, or just like in books in general, where like characters are not communicating for usually really dumb reasons, but these were like valid reasons, and it was a lot because they didn't want to like hurt the other person. So it made sense to me, and it wasn't like annoying. And both of the characters were very aware that they did need to actually have a conversation with the other person, which is, I think, what annoys me most about when people are miscommunicating is that like they're like in denial that they need to talk to this person. But both Briar and Soul were very like aware of it. They were like, oh, but they were just kind of like procrastinating it essentially. And at the end, they did end up doing that. So it ended working. The ending did feel very abrupt, but it is a series, so I'm assuming that at some point we're going to see like more of them somewhere, like even just like a tidbit, like, oh, this is what Briar and Soul are doing now. So I'm not like upset about it, even if we don't, like, it's not the end of the world. I don't know if there's like an epilogue maybe to it, or like a 0.5. I will have to look for Katie and Katie Roberts. And the writing was really well. Like, it was really well written, very well done. It wasn't like cheesy or anything. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. And for the first in the series, I think it's very well done. So I am going to continue the series. But we rolled Read a Horror. We picked Read a Horror out of the happy bin, which is ironic because it's a happy bin. But we're reading We Ate the Dark. And so far it's very eerie. And also the writing, I think, is very interesting. We're currently following, so the prologue was very, I think it drew me in. It was very, like, it's something that draws you in real quick. And it's about these two, they're like teenagers going into this like creepy old house, What was I saying? I don't remember. So it's about the kids going into, and they find like a dead body. And then we're following three girls, Frankie, Cass, and Poppy. And then we're following Myra, who is Frankie's employee. Because Frankie owns like a shop, a ceramic shop. And so Myra just like does like the cash register and does like her bookkeeping. And you're following the three girls. The dead body ends up being Frankie's sister, Sophia. And so they're kind of like grieving, but also you're getting like all their perspectives, and they're all seeing like creepy, eerie things. And then Myra sees ghosts, and she sees Sophia. But it's very like lyrical. it's very like, I feel like it's written very like literary fiction mixed with this eeriness to it. So it's interesting. I don't know. So far it's good. So far it's drawing me in. So far the chapters are like I'm flying through them because of the way it's written, I think. So I'm intrigued. And we shall see where it goes. But I'm only on chapter 6. Rotten, oh god. Rotten, like falling fruit. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, there you go. This is very bright. And so yeah, like they're at the point where they're like gonna have Sophia's funeral. And then we got this interesting, even creepier chapter about this thing called the Finder that mentions knowing Sophia and mentions bringing her to this house where the so they find her body in a house, in a creepy old abandoned house that a tree's grown through. So this Finder creature mentions bringing her to that tree. So I don't know if Sophia was into some weird shit and got herself killed it because of it. And now it's like haunting her sister and her friends. But we shall see. Yes, I just wanted to update you. We're about to go to my nephew's birthday party. You will have seen that I wrapped his present. And I will let you know when I get back. I might build one of these when I get back. And I will also read more of We Hit the Dark. Probably not a lot because it is very creepy and I don't want to make myself scared of it before I go to bed tonight. But if I don't read more of this, then I will probably pick up Tainted Cup because I'm like itching to read that as well. And I don't know when I'm going to read it in Lives of Puppets, like listen to it. Maybe tomorrow when I get up and like do things. I do kind of want to do a couple of like chore things. So maybe we'll listen to it while I do that. My hair is still very frizzy, but it's better than it would have been if I hadn't like put some stuff in it. And I'm trying out like different things to like, so this is second day hair, right? So like I'm trying out new methods, and the one that I tried, it worked. It's just my hair is weirdly cut right now, and it's hard to like get all the products in all the places. Yeah, so that's a journey as well. But so far, this like of all the things I've tried so far, this is kind of my favorite. I'm kind of okay with, even if it's frizzy. So I will see you when I read some more. Bye. Okay, update. Read nothing else yesterday. Just went to the party. It was just very stressful. Also, I haven't been socializing this whole time, so it's just a lot to go out into the world. So I just came home, decompressed, chilled, watched some YouTube. I did put together that I had shown you that I had gotten 2 boxes. This is the little book cart that I got, but I put together the toilet paper holder one, and that was literally the only thing I did. So I haven't read anything like physically or on the Kindle. I did currently this morning. I don't know why she's vacuuming right now. Whatever. I'm sorry if you can hear the vacuum and you have trouble hearing me. Can't do anything about it. My nieces are over and I think they made a mess, so she's probably just cleaning up after them. Yeah, so I thought I'd kind of let you know. Also, but I said like I kind of let you know what I was doing. Also, this morning, I did them like put up some laundry and stuff, and I listened to a little bit more of In the Lives of Puppets. I read like 2 more chapters. Listened to. I mean, I guess technically you are reading them. Someone's reading them to me, but like you're in the same difference. And I just stopped right now on the part that's absolutely hilarious. I love these characters. I don't remember what her name is, but she's the female robot that he made is like, she's so matter of fact, and she just says shit so bluntly and like straight to the point, and she's like, she just like doesn't care. And it's great. She just starts saying shit like out of nowhere. Yeah, so I'm gonna listen to more of that and build this. It shouldn't take me that long. The other one did not take that long at all. It was really simple. I don't know if that one was made in China, but this one was made in China, so it shouldn't be that hard. I'm gonna do that, and then I will put stuff in it and then like organize it, and then I will sit down and read. I think I do want to read like a couple more chapters of Way of the Dark and see. I'm considering like not DNFing, but just like not DNFing. Speaking is hard. Words are hard. Not DNFing it, but just like putting it down because it is quite long. I'm only on chapter 6 and there's like 50 something chapters. So I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish that. And I kind of want to pick up another one of these shorter books that I know that I have on the bingo board, so that way we can maybe get through some of them. So maybe I'll just continue reading that one during the day, and then I'll have one for like when I read in bed at night. And then I do want to read more of Tainted Cup as well, because my brain says read it, read it, read it, read it, read it. Because I haven't made no progress in it. And it's been days. So we're gonna listen to more in the last puppets. Build this. You will probably see me building it, and yeah, that's it. I have been on the sprints, like the KuKi sprints, this morning, but I have just, like I said, I've been reorganizing the house. I got up a little bit earlier than I have been the last couple of days. Although today's the last day before I have to go back to work tomorrow. But it's fine because I don't have to go to work till I don't work until like 3. So, but I got up today just to make sure that everything I needed to get done before I have to go to work, like clothes and just things that I feel like I need in order to feel secure about going out of the house tomorrow, done. And then I have to go to work. I don't want to. Also, no, the funny thing is, my supervisor's not even going to be there tomorrow. So, no, but on Tuesday, he's going to be so... Now, the funny thing is, actually, on Tuesday, he comes, like, he'll be there when I go in, right? But, when he leaves, he's not going to see me until Friday. So, he's going to be like, he's seen me one day, and then he's not going to see me again until Friday. It's going to be hilarious. But it's fine. He's also probably going to be very upset at me because I took an extra day off. And I took so much time off. It's hilarious. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna do that. Just came to tell you that, and I'm like ranting about random other stuff. And maybe I'll do that, and then I'll figure out something to eat, and then I will sit down and read the Tainted Cup for the rest of the day, because I literally have done everything else I need to do. I do need to put that box in the garage, but that's like maybe after I'm done and I have this box to put in the garage as well. I'll do that. But that's like literally the only thing I need to do. My hair, honestly, I'm okay with it, but tomorrow I'm gonna have to put it up for work, so I need to figure out something for that. Yeah, so that's it. I'm really enjoying The Lives of Puppets, so I do want to listen to more of that while I build this. Maybe just finish out that chapter that I was in. And then I don't know what I'm gonna eat. Okay, it doesn't matter. I will talk to you when I've read more and maybe actually picked up a physical and or Kindle book. Bye. Hi friends. So it is Monday night. I was gonna update you and end this vlog earlier, but that didn't happen because I got busy before work, and then and then I went to work, and then I'm like, I should probably tell them what happened. So currently you will have seen that I started House of Pain and Blood, and I'm already on chapter 28. Yeah, so that ended up being obviously a wise choice. Like, something about We Ate the Dark, or just honestly, I feel like horror books in general always throw me off. I'm always like, I read them and I'm like, they're fine, but I don't want to continue this. And it was making me anxious and making me like not pick up the books and not like want to read. And I was like, this is not good. I was like, it's going to put me in a slump. So we're going to put that down. And I picked another prompt. And it ended up being House of Pain and Blood. Which you will have seen. And yeah, I'm already... It's literally been like a day and a half. I'm already like 28 chapters in. It's actually really good. I really like it. It's very Peaky Blinders-esque. But it's following, like, she's a railway heiress and he's like a steel. His family like kind of like she's born from money. His family had to like work their way up, essentially. Also has like fantastical elements because his family actually has like, they have different powers. And the history behind this like world is very intriguing to me. It's very interesting. It's very eerie and it's creepy, and it's like very Victorian Peaky Blinder-esque. It's really good. Yeah. So, but I could go on for days about this book because I'm really enjoying it. But we're here to like end this vlog. So like we started that. We're good progress in it. I did listen to a little bit more of In the Lives of Puppets, which is really good. I really love that. That book just made me laugh. I was making lunch yesterday and I was listening to it while I was doing that, right? Because I didn't need to like really pay attention. It was just like something you threw in a pan and like heat it up. So I was listening to that and I was like laughing, cracking up in the kitchen. Like my nieces were over and they were like, "Why are you laughing?" And I was like, "Because this book is hilarious." Yeah, so it's really hard, like lighthearted and like funny, and I think it's gonna be like a good mix between everything else I'm reading. It's gonna be like a good in between situation. I haven't picked up Tainted Cup at all. I do want to, like my brain says I need to, but I just haven't. And I think maybe on Wednesday when I'm off, like we'll have a little bit more time. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll sit outside on the porch and read. But so made progress in one book, put one down. We finished Dragon's Bride. Okay, this is the rule. We finished Dragon's Bride. We started a book, but we'll put it down. And we started another book, almost done with it. We started the audiobook and we made no progress in my physical book. But that's fine because this is KuKi Mayhem month. This is Kindle month. So like if I'm getting the Kindle books read, then it's fine. And also I have the whole month to read the Tainted Cup, so it's not the end of the world. I am also tomorrow when I get back from work going to be starting Piranesi because they're going to be reading it on it's like a read along, I guess. I don't know. They're going to be live. I mean, they're going to be live anyways because they're doing 24-hour sprints all month, but that one is specifically for reading Piranesi. So I'm going to start that tomorrow. And yeah, so finished the book, started 3 books, halfway done with one, put one down, and we're listening to the 3rd one. So we're making good progress. Honestly, I think I would be more upset if I hadn't finished anything this week. But yeah, we're good. We're solid. And yeah, so that's the progress we made. I will see you probably on Wednesday again. But yeah, that's the end of this vlog. And yeah, thank you for coming on this whatever journey this is, because I don't even know what I filmed thus far. But I will see you in the next one, I guess. Thank you for coming with me. If you want to like and subscribe it, if you've gotten this far, go ahead, like and subscribe. And I will see you. Yeah, you know what? Actually, bye, friends. Bye.